Hello, and welcome back to Feed the Beast with me, Birdmannom, on the mindcrack subreddit, whatever server. Let's get going. Episode 5 with hopefully predominantly less derp than episode 4. Yep, got plenty of charge on the jetpackaroonie. Got some new picks, just because picks and axes were running a bit low, and we're going to need a new sword soon, although I might repair this one because it's got some pretty awesome enchantments. Now, last episode you saw me derping about with machines and power and whatnot. I've come to a sort of compromise, and I'll show you guys what I've done. It is this mess. So we have a compressor now, which just turns things into blocks or plates, depending on how many you put in. But it's a very basic machine. Feeds off the bat box, 32 per tick. I might as well show you the recipe. So yeah, this is just, I built this because I wanted to just basically start expanding the number of machines I had. So there's all the different, like, implosion and singularity, and don't even want to bother with that, but as you can see, it's a very simple recipe. I don't know if I had this before. This is an extractor, which you use to make an industrial electrolyzer, and then macerator and electric furnace you've seen. Just got 8 overclockers now, so I can have these two boosted up to 4. In the power room, we have the same water. Well, I added a few more water mills because I've just been getting, as you saw, some aluminium. But I'm going to do one last water mill thing today, and then that'll be the end of them. I've also got 12 generators, because these generate 10 EU per tick. This machine needs 120 EU per tick, and although when this is full, it's not an issue, and this fills up. I don't actually know how long it takes, but it's always full whenever I come on the server, because I generally play and then stop and then play and then stop. So these are providing a nice refill mechanism for this that I don't have to waste coal on. But for instance, if this is low because I've been charging a bunch of jetpacks in a quick succession or something, I can quite simply put some coal in all of these, and it will power this regardless of sort of this power state. So that's really useful. This is a rolling machine. This requires MJs, not EUs, which is why it's on a sort of separate system. And MJs are provided by engines of different sorts. At the moment, I just used the spare redstone engines from the mining setup to provide it with MJs, although they're pretty feeble. Excuse me. They're pretty feeble at supplying MJs, and I haven't actually tested this thing out yet. But if you're wondering how it is crafted, boom, 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 and you can't be bothered to look it up yourself, not that I blame you, it's very tedious. It's very simple again. It's such a basic one, I thought I might do it without you. And it's also got a redstone engine underneath it. Obviously, if we try and use this and it turns out to be not enough MJs, we can put maybe electrical engine. We probably only need one electrical engine, which can turn EU into MJ, or other stuff. I'll be putting some wood supports in, trying to pretty up this place a bit. Obviously, it's a long way from pretty, but I feel with Feed the Beast, the emphasis is really on the functionality as opposed to the sort of prettiness. Sorry for wangling about. So let's get down to my first order of business today. We are going to make a coke oven, and this makes industrial furnace. Coke oven is made for making coke, which is like more efficient coal, so you get more juice per coal, I guess. And I felt I was using a lot of coal, so it made sense. And this is the recipe I used. I went out to the little ocean bay in front of the house and dug a load of lots of umming and ahhing today. Dug a load of clay, cook it into bricks, mix it with sand, which I got from macerating cobblestone because I didn't want to dig up too much of the bay. And you get these guys, coke oven bricks, and you get 27 of these, I believe, and then the coke oven is going in this side, and you arrange them, I think, if I'm not mistaken, boop, 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 and to finish it off, boop, boop, boop. Okay, that has not worked. I don't know what I've done here. I'm pretty sure you just had to arrange. Maybe there's a specific. No, see, coke oven brick. You can crush it to get back the ingredients, so that's not an issue. I thought you just had to... I'm just going to check if the... It's not like on the wrong side or anything. No, it's not. Stop anything from spawning in here. So that's... I thought it was a 3x3x3 to get a coke oven. Maybe I'm mistaken. Before I look that up, I want to try, because I might have to look this up as well. Let's make an industrial blast furnace. Well, not an industrial blast furnace, just a blast furnace. 1 second. Sorry about that. What was I doing? Just grab these fellas. So then we head over to a crafting bench and we go, I believe, like this. Hopefully I've got the numbers right on this one, more or less. This took a little while. And actually, big shout out to Brett Radsfield, I think he's called. I don't know if he's got a YouTube, but if he does, again, link in the description. He was super helpful. I got stuck in the nether because I went looking for blazes in a nether fortress and equally nether brick. And I got there, sorted it out, had my looting sword, that was no issue. I'm just going to grab these blast furnace bricks, and apparently that's all we can make. That's fine, that should be enough, I hope. And yeah, sorry, I keep saying industrial blast furnace. You can also make aluminium ingots in a blast furnace. And I know you're now thinking, Bird, just quit it. You've got an obsession with aluminium and it's not a helpful block. And you're probably right. But I feel like I have to build this because I did sort of semi-cheat, and again, this hasn't... let me try something. Oh, don't fall down there. Did you fall down? Oh, I'm just going to fortune those guys before the turtle can get to them. Because the turtle doesn't have fortune, but I do. Boom, 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 boom. Good. And get these guys as well. So, sorry, I'm, again, a bit all over the shop. Oh, some ferrous. Apparently that's used for platinum, which is used for good stuff. I'm not quite sure. Let's get up there. And whereabouts are we? We're over here. Okay, I want to try something with this, how I've placed it. I think maybe, is that the top? Yeah, that's the top. So let's put that back in. Maybe it has to be... Ah! Well, I'm an idiot. You have to have it hollow in the middle. So let's try that with the coke furnace. Should just be that guy. Actually, I want to get that back just in case. I don't know. I'm a hoarder. I know. So let's do that. Bingo! Coke oven. Now, I don't actually know how this works. So, I'm reading, sorry, I've got the wiki on my other monitor and it's telling me I actually want lots of coke ovens because it can be quite a slow process. But actually, I've got a chunk loader, so time's not really an issue as long as I can just set it up and let it run. I'm going to put these guys in here. I'm going to put these guys in here, and I'm going to be right back. Okay, so this is how it works. You get coal into coke, and you get this creosote stuff. Seems to me the easiest way to deal with this is just to stick a load of cells in there, and then they can just grab all the creosote. But I don't know, the wiki seems to think this will take a while, but I'm still going to put a stack of coal in, because obviously, you know, want lots of coke. So I think coal goes in there, cells go in there. But and actually in real life, coke is just cooked charcoal, because it basically purifies the carbon, so it's a much purer form. And wowee, this is going to take a long time. And the reason I built this fella, this jobby, is because I do believe... Let's grab some coal and this guy of aluminium dust. If I open up this chap, put in the... You see that? That's me shift clicking, and so this does not accept coal. Does accept aluminium dust. And that is what I've got in my industrial electrolyzer. This was ground up bauxite, I believe. Gives you titanium, aluminium, hydrogen, and compressed air. And yeah, we're going to hopefully homebrew this. This is going to take a while. Obviously, you're not going to have to watch this. I'll cut back to when it's done. But I just wanted to finish up explaining. So let's just see. Okay, so we get some titanium dust as well. We'll save that for later. Going to grab the empty cells from there. Probably just leave them in there. I'm not necessarily going to use them in there, but I'm just going to extract that hydrogen as well. Should be able to, shouldn't I? Yep. I'm just going to put some overclockers in there so it speeds up. There we go. You see, this is efficiency. This is feed the beast knowledge at work. I suppose I can show you just quickly before I cut to finished coke. I can show you the progress down here. I can't remember if you saw that I was up to 4 concurrent, or at least 4 holes. This one's now finished. Obviously I need to pick out the sides. This one finished a while ago. This is with lava in the bottom. That's where I get the fuel. This one over here is going well. Those are the original digging tunnels I made, so it's not the most efficient, I guess, but it's still picking up plenty of goodies. And this one here is also getting down quite low. It's down to gold, not quite down to diamonds yet. And down here, I extended this guy out. I probably didn't need to. But actually, even if we don't mine in the immediate vicinity of this setup, it's quite a good place just to store stuff. Now, I haven't had a look in here in a little while. It's good to see plenty silver, copper, tin. Anything really valuable. Those guys I'll take out. I like apples, they're tasty. Those diamonds, definitely, wow. 22. 10 of those guys. I guess I can come back for anything else here, actually. I've been trying to take out these icoriums manually because I hate them with a passion. Because they are literally useless, but at the same time you can just fill up barrels of them. So that's what's been happening down there. Unfortunately, every now and then it appears my chunk loader sort of cycles loading chunks, like it won't load the chunks and then it'll go back to loading chunks, and what that does is it means my apples don't go in there. Oh, we're doing quite well for diamonds. It means my words turtles stop. You can go in there. You can go in there. You can go in there. You can go. Oh, go on then. Actually, put the copper and the coal in there. And I'm going to leave that in there for now. It means that... Sorry about that. Didn't mean to just cough in your ear. That's very unpleasant. Chunk load of cycles, turtles shut down. They lose the... whatever they were doing. They go like, where am I? Okay, I'm just going to wait here until someone tells me what to do. So, I then need to basically move the chest they deposit into a lot lower down and start them again at the level they were at when they stopped. Which is a bit of a trek. Figuratively speaking, you're going to have to apologise for my voice. It's not 100%, but I will get an episode out nevertheless. So, let's come back when we've got some coke. Say hello to Luke. Yeah, I will see you guys when we have some coke. So, there we go. We have 1 piece of coke, and just while that was cooking, what I did was come around the corner and dug out 2 more 3x3 areas for more coke furnaces if we need them. Curious to see. So there we go. Coke's for the industrial, not the industrial. Ah! Sorry, that was very loud. I apologise. Just the blast furnace. We put our aluminium in. It eats the coke. And bloody hell, this is going to be really slow as well. Whew. Yeah, okay. This is less than ideal. Because I'm a little bit pushed for time. I just realised I had TV on in the background, and that's very, very rude. I'm just going to check the recording and see if it turned up. Okay. Well, I suppose I've admitted to it now. Oh no. Any semblance of professionality I've now lost. Looks like it'll do probably 4 per coke. And if this is burning at the same time, then I can just keep until I have all the aluminium I need. In terms of other projects, once I get that lot set up, I'd quite like... Ooh, sorry, bring up the minimap. I should probably stop fiddling with machines soon, but there is one I would quite like. This guy, Industrial Centrifuge. However, it needs advanced circuits. No, not those. Those, so which need machine block, carbon plates, which are compressed carbon mesh, which are carbon fiber, which is coming from coal dust, which is macerated coal. So that's quite long. And advanced alloy, which is compressed mixed metal ingot, which is rolled bronze, iron, refined iron and tin. And bronze, which is a combination of copper and tin. So it's quite a difficult build. It might be a several episode step by step, but I think we can start today while we've got this nonsense going on in the background. Oh, we're about to get our first bar. Now, there, go, do the bar thing. Okay, forget it. Now, no. Why isn't it? Okay, cool. Let's roll some mixed metal alloy. So what do we need? We need tin, copper, and we're going to need refined iron. So let's make some bronze first. 1 tin, 3 copper, you get 2, we need 3, so we're going to have 1 spare, always a joy. Got 3 tin, let's go to the electric furnace because it's quicker. Whack in, not all that, just 3 iron I guess. Check this guy's doing alright, he is. Check my jetpack's alright, it is. Everything's going well. 1, 2, 3. Now, time to test out the rolling machine. I've not actually used this before, so we do 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3 like that, and 1, 2, 3 like that. 2 mixed metal ingots, and what do I need to... Yes, please. Make. Oh dear. So, we need, and this is what I was suspecting, so with industrial centrifuge it's definitely going to be a long way away. It takes 500, give or take, megajoules to make 2 mixed metal ingots, which if we then compress, and I'm going to nick these guys because they're done, and I'm going to store them in there. This guy is done, so we could even try, although normally this just drains this. Yep, there it goes, but actually it was faster. Advanced alloys. So there's your advanced alloys. How hard was that? And actually, this is going to take a while to recharge, but if we check for one of these guys... Oh, we're going to need 2 of these guys. Okay, so we'll need to do that, but we've now got that part of it. Machine block's just 8 refined iron. Let's make some coal dust, which should just be macerator. Coal dust. And we need... Oh, let me work out the numbers. It is carbon plate is 1 carbon mesh, which is 2 carbon fibers, which is 4 coal dust, so we need 8 per 8 coal per... Come on, words and things. Okay, let me just think about this. It was 8 coal is 1 carbon plate, so it's 16 for 1 advanced machine block, and we're going to need 2 advanced machine blocks. Gosh, see, this is going to be a serious machine. So let's macerate these guys, and I'll tell you what, because I'm fed up with waiting, let's double overclock it and drain that battery. Meanwhile, we get another aluminium bar, which... Oh no, that was our first aluminium bar. Curses. If you're wondering, we're going to wrap these guys in aluminium and stick them in the water for a bit more sort of overtime juice. Let's just put all of these guys back in here for now. Although we are going to need more refined iron, so let's do that and cook these guys while they're waiting. So let's do that. Have we got 4 of these guys yet? We do. So then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1 of those. Okay, so we need another one of those. You see, this is pretty heavy-duty crafting. This is what I sort of expected from Feed the Beast, and definitely with Greg Tech involved, because it means it's, I guess, just a longer game. It's not really an issue, but what it means is I have to spend a lot of time not recording compared to the amount of time I spend recording. So there's our raw carbon mesh, and we get this guy and put it in there. Yep. So We've got too many overclockers in there. Let's put some in here. Yep, and we get one carbon plate. So let's go back and grab our advanced alloys so we can start to map this out in the... I was trying to think of a way to combine Birdmannom and inventory, but none of them sounded very good in my head. We've got 4 more coal dust. Let's make another Wolverine, raw carbon fibre. And have we got 8 of these chappies? No, we've only got 5, so we need to have 3 more of those. Compressor is done for now, so we can put the overclockers into the furnace. 2 more of those. Last 2 on their way. 1, 2. Let's check this guy. Another block needs more coke. Oops, no coke here yet. Okay, so I might just let the coke build up a bit before I start jamming it into here. Oh, stop placing torches all over the shop. It's good. It doesn't use a lot of coal though, I guess. Or it does, because it's 1 coal to 1 coke, but it's quite slow. So you guess you don't notice it using coal. We're 1 bar away from 2 watermills. Yippee. I know, bit rubbish, but that's the way it is. That's done. That's done. Right, to the crafting bench. This guy and this guy make that guy. That guy goes into there, and let's give him some extra speed. Yep, that's fine. We make a machine block, and lo and behold, I think we can now make 1 of 2 of our advanced machine blocks that we need for an industrial centrifuge. If you're wondering what an industrial centrifuge does, I can't remember which button I need to press. No. Maybe it's that. No. Well, that's useful. Can I craft in here? I can. What's that? You're not telling me what these are. Anyway, boom, boom, boom. There's a way to do it, but I can't remember, that shows you all the stuff this can do. Basically, it just separates out stuff into its constituent parts, which is slightly different to what an electrolyzer does. That's ready to go again. But I'm probably going to make the other advanced machine block without you guys because they're quite long. An extractor, we know we've made so many of those, having blown up our centrifuge. Oh, sorry, electrolyzer so many times. And advanced circuits, we know we've done those before for the industrial electrolyzer, and it's probably going to go right here, or maybe here, because it needs to feed onto the MFE 128 EU per tick current, which should be fine with the generators. Let's see how our coke situation is. We've got another coke. Let's put it in here. And actually, it isn't a problem because this thing retains it. If you run out of coke, it doesn't drop back to 0, which is a really nice thing. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll probably catch you guys at the end of the episode when we've done all the aluminium, made a bunch of coke, and made all the parts for the centrifuge. So I will be, for you guys, right back. For me, quite a while. Anyway, see you guys in a second. Okay, I think this is roughly where I was. All that's changed, I now made another one of these, 4 refined iron, and 2 advanced circuits and an extractor. So we have all the stuff we need, I believe, for boom, boom, boom. Sorry about doing this slightly slowly, it's just the way I did it in my inventory. Yes! Oh. Max EUP in 32. Oh dear. That would suggest it plugs into these guys. So let's take some cells. What should we centrifuge? Let's centrifuge some redstone. Because we've got... Actually, we don't have too much redstone. But let's centrifuge some anyway. Let's just do 1. If we can. I don't actually know how any of this works. Nope, I think we need more. So let's pile a load in. Gosh, does it 32 at a time? And there you can see, that's quite a cool animation. Zoom, 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 zoom. I'm probably going to expand this up to the ceiling, so it's going to be a wall of machines because I need more furnaces and more macerators, because if I wanted to macerate and furni more things at the same time, then I need more of these guys. Yes, words. So this guy's spinning away. He's eaten a load of my cells. He's eaten a load of my redstone. I don't actually know. Let's have a look. What this will make. Boom, 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 boom. Ruby dust, which can be used, I believe, to make rubies. Let's go back. Pyrite, which is almost useless. Silicon, mercury, and brilliant. So not ideal. Not a brilliant thing to centrifuge, and it's taking a god-awful amount of time, as seems to be the way in Feed the Beast. It's also draining a huge amount of power, because it's 32 EU per tick, but actually it obviously lasts quite a few ticks. So I think we're going to have to boost this guy with furnaces to make sure he stays nice and full. Let's put those guys in there. Keep that one full. That one's nearly done. Okay, check this for coke. About to get some coke. This has got 4 bars. Let's make some... what are they called? Haven't got enough. Okay, we'll make... I think we can do 1. Which will make 2. That's what the aluminium was for. These resource wasters. I'm really good at wasting resources. I've worked that out. If there's one thing I sort of have a special skill in Minecraft, it's making useless machines that just waste resources. But you live and you learn, so I'm not grumpy anymore. I was grumpy last episode. I think it goes there and there. And those will carry on giving juice to the MFE. And then we're going to need more of this guy, which is run out because it needs more of this guy, which has just given me more. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Slightly tedious. I'm annoyed. I thought this guy would be, first of all, a lot faster. A lot faster. And second of all, I thought it would go here. I thought it would be 128 in, because it is called an industrial doodah. Which means I wonder what... I mean, how many of these big machines... I know some of them... There are things like the industrial blast furnace require 128, but then they have a huge sort of cooling block similar to this thing. So I don't even know if I'll need those two. I might have to get rid of them, or put a transformer and have these low-tech machines, because they're quite useful. Let's just check, because I think if this guy runs out while this guy's going, then we'll have to redo the whole of this. But it seems like they're not going. Honestly, they haven't moved the whole time. Let's just bung a load of coal in. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just do 16 in each. Oops. And that will work. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm really pleased that we managed to build this, even though it seems to be really quite rubbish. So that's good. I'm really pleased that we've sort of sorted out a compromise for our energy solution for now, and that our rolling machine works, and that we were able to build more advanced tech, and that we've now got a way of making coke, which is actually a lot more efficient than coal for this stuff. There we go. It's going back up now. And when that gets to full, some of these will shut off and preserve their coal. This guy is not moving. And yeah, I mean, it's all a bit of a letdown, really. And you slowly realise how slowly everything happens. There we go. We'll make these last 2 water mills, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. So yeah, slightly less derp than last episode. What do you reckon? Let me know what you think of my series so far in the comments, and maybe any improvements you can offer me, because I'm sort of like a fish out of water doesn't seem too appropriate, because it sort of still knows what it's doing, it's just unable to do it. I'm more like, let's see, I'm more like a fish on Mars, because I have no chance of survival, and I literally have no concept of my surroundings. So there you go. Fish on Mars. That is today's nonsensical, ridiculous metaphor. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Yep, as always, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you want to help me out. That helps other people see the videos. And if not, that's not a problem. Hello, there's a creeper on my thing. If you haven't already subscribed and you get to see more of these things, I'm trying to keep them regularly posted. The way I'm trying to do it is, I guess I've done Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, and I don't know, I think that works. If it doesn't, let me know. I can maybe switch it up a bit. I'll maybe incorporate some other games. I don't know if I get time. I'm quite maxed out for time at the moment, so this might have to do. But yeah, this has been probably the longest goodbye ramble I've done so far. Goodbye. See you in the next episode.